RAF Upwood is a former Royal Air Force station adjacent to the village of Upwood, England in the UK. Operated by Royal Air Flying Corps 1917 to 1919, Royal Air Force 1936 to 1981, US Air Force 1981 to 1995. First World War. The Royal Flying Corps requisitioned 160 acres of farmland near the village of Upwood in 1917. In September of that year, the station was opened as Bury, Ramsey. This initial name referred to its location near the village of Bury and the larger market town of Ramsey. Initially, there were no permanent flying units assigned to the station. Instead, No. 75 Squadron, flying BE-2 aircraft out of nearby Elmswell, used the station as a night landing ground and satellite field. Upon opening, there were no permanent buildings at the airfield. By the summer of 1918, a number of huts and 5 hangars were in place. It was during this time that the field was renamed Upwood. In July 1918, No. 191 Night Training Squadron moved to Upwood. In addition to BE-2s, 191 NTS also flew the DH-6. Whilst at Upwood, they converted to the FE-26. In October 1918, No. 190 NTS arrived flying the 504K. After the end of the Great War, First World War, in November 1918, the squadrons were no longer needed and were disbanded in May and June 1919. The airfield itself was returned to the local community and the buildings cleared. This ended the first round of activity at RAF Upwood, the interwar years. In the early 1930s, Britain realised its air defence capabilities were in urgent need of expansion. The major expansion of the Royal Air Force, announced in 1934, resulted in many new airfields opening over the remainder of the decade. One of these was RAF Upwood. The old First World War airfield was selected to be reactivated and expanded. The new station was designed to accommodate 2 medium bomber squadrons with room for a third. By 1936, construction had begun in earnest with 2 of 5 C-type hangars started. On 27 February 1937, the first flying unit arrived at Upwood in the form of No. 52 Squadron, RAF flying Hawker Hinds. This unit was joined on 1st March 1937 by No. 63 Squadron and its Hawker Audaxes. During their time at Upwood, No. 52 and 63 squadrons became training units and took on both Fairey Battle and Avro Anson aircraft. In August and September 1939, the 2 squadrons were reassigned, opening the field up to its new tenant, No. 90 Squadron flying Bristol Blenheims. Second World War. With the invasion of Poland on 1st September 1939, Second World War was underway. However, No. 90 Squadron spent most of its time in the air-to-air firing and bombing practice. They were joined in February 1940 by another medium bomber unit, No. 35 Squadron flying both Blenheims and Ansons. Neither of these Upwood squadrons were destined to see frontline combat, as on 8th April 1940 they were merged into the new No. 17 Operational Training Unit, RAF, and tasked with training aircrews. Both squadrons later reformed elsewhere. Although the Upwood units were not taking a direct part in the war, they did get some action. On 2 occasions in 1940 and once in 1942, the airfield was attacked by Luftwaffe aircraft. However, only 1 person was killed during these raids. On 1st February 1941, a German spy, Josef Jakobs, was captured by farmers after he had parachuted into the area, breaking a leg in the process. He was discovered to have maps of the RAF Upwood area, a code device and almost £500 cash in his possession. Jacobs was sent to London, where, after preliminary interrogation by MI5, he spent several months at Dulwich Hospital. Jacobs was transferred to Camp 020 in April 1941, where he was interrogated by agents of MI5. On August 4th and 5th, Jacobs was tried by court-martial at the Duke of York's headquarters, where he was found guilty of treachery. Jacobs was executed by firing squad at the Tower of London on 15th August 1941. Since its opening in 1937, Upwood had seen frequent periods where flying operations had to be curtailed or halted altogether due to the grass airfield being unserviceable. This unserviceability was caused by the levels of rain and general dampness of the area. When number 17 OTU was chosen for transmission, the Vickers Wellington bombers, it was decided to move the unit from Upwood as the field would never take the pounding from these heavier aircraft. When 17 OTU departed for RAF Silverstone in April 1943, Upwood was left with no aircraft. The RAF took this opportunity to begin construction of 3 concrete runways. These runways were completed by October. The first flying unit to use the new runways at Upwood was number 139 Squadron, flying de Havilland Mosquitoes. They arrived in late January 1944 and flew their first mission on 2nd February, a single plane mission to drop target indicators over Berlin. On 5th March 1944, Upwood became home to number 156 Squadron and its Avro Lancasters. They flew their first mission from Upwood on 15th March 1944, attacking Stuttgart with 22 aircraft. At its wartime peak, the station had a working population of over 2,500 people. A total of 210 aircrew from the 2 squadrons were killed as a result of operations. Cold War era. With the end of the Second World War came a change in missions for the 2 squadrons at Upwood. Number 156 Squadron was tasked with bringing food to the Netherlands in support of Operation Manna, then help repatriate former prisoners at war as part of Operation Exodus. On 27th June 1945, the squadron was moved from Upwood. In place of the departing number 156 Squadron came number 105 Squadron, also flying Mosquitoes. Both 105 and 139 squadrons continued flying from RAF Upwood until February 1946. On 1st February 1946, number 139 Squadron moved to RAF Hemswell. On 4th February 1946, number 105 Squadron was disbanded. Flying operations didn't cease for long. On 15th Feb 1946, Upwood became home to number 102 Squadron, flying consolidated B-24 Liberator bombers. They spent the next several months bringing British troops home from India. On 1st March 1946, the squadron was redesignated number 53 Squadron. The squadron was disbanded on 25th June 1946, soon after its last ferry flight. 2 new squadrons of Lancasters called Upwood home starting on 29th July 1946, with arrival of number 7 Squadron and number 49 Squadron. On 4th November 1946, number 148 Squadron and number 214 Squadron were both reformed at Upwood. These new additions were part of a transition of Upwood from a training to attack mission. Both of the new squadrons also flew Lancasters. The 4 squadrons continued to fly their Lancasters until 1949, when they were transitioned to Avro Lincolns. Lincolns from 148 Squadron deployed to RAF Chalufa in January 1952 to reinforce British units in the Suez Canal zone. This was in response to riots in Cairo and a generally unstable political situation in Egypt. During 1954, each of the 4 squadrons deployed to either RAF Tenga in Singapore in support of Communist operations in Malaysia or to Kenya in support of operations against Mau Mau. Additionally, Lincolns from No. 214 Squadron and No. 7 Squadron took part in a secret mission in connection with nuclear trials conducted near Woomera, Australia. During this time, a film production company produced a wartime film play called Appointment in London. The company used 3 Lancasters in making the film, but the background shots of one of the 4 squadrons of Lincolns and the film uses much of the airfield and buildings in its production, showing a good view of Upwood at that time. On 31st December 1954, Upwood lost one of its 4 flying units when No. 214 Squadron disbanded. This unit was replaced on 22nd of May 1955 when No. 18 Squadron moved to Upwood from RAF Scampton. This squadron brought something completely new to the base in the form of their English electric Canberra jet bombers. This was followed by more Canberras when No. 61 Squadron moved in from RAF Wittering on 3rd July 1955. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This time we've come down to RAF Upwood just to see what this is about. We are hoping to get an investigation done here, but I thought I'd start up an intro just in case there's any SECO on board or anyone that doesn't like us being here. So we've got some sort of video. We're going to start now. Heading back down to the dark corridor. Definitely interesting, isn't it? This must have been like their shower quarters maybe and stuff like that. It's so dark this part, isn't it? As you can see, Jake's still taking photos.
Kill, burn, the kill. That makes sense.
Much of that part?
No, but that's pretty cool.
No, in other words, can you go left or right?
Yeah.
Right, let's keep going, guys. Sure wasn't a moth.
No.
Oh, it gets even darker. Woodland growing in between. Look how dark this is getting. Luckily it's still daytime, so we don't need a camera light at the moment. Old piping coming down. Dark rooms. Right, so we've just come across a set of stairs in like the main first building. I'm going to try and go up them.
You'll be fine. If I get up, you'll be fine.
I don't know, they do feel a bit wonky. Well, they're definitely not straight, are they? They're old. Old and crooked.
They're old and crooked.
You can feel it under your feet how old and crooked they are. Hopefully we don't come flying through the roof. That's what I said. That's why I said I reckon this was their shower quarters.
It's definitely dark downstairs though.
There's a whole different vibe downstairs. Definitely has a whole other vibe. As you can see, guys, another building just across the hall there. We did take some photos of that one earlier, so we will add those into our footage. Right, trying the next lot of stairs, guys. As we said, we're going to do the explore first.
Stay in the shop.
Sorry.
That's right. Come back. Come that side. I'll just get a photo of the.
Oh, yeah, this is even more crooked, these stairs.
I need your hand out.
This must be the top floor.
Yeah.
God, guys, I'll tell you what, this has definitely been a workout today. Nice little view. Well, I say nice, there's not really much left out there. There's lots of graffiti really, isn't there?
Good chops going on there.
Until you fall through.
Definitely get spotted up here.
Yeah, exactly. Here we go guys, we're back on the outside of the building, so we just thought we'd quickly put it into the video for you, just so you can see obviously how big the place actually is.
And that was only just one building, one section of the base.
Right, as you can see we're now approaching some more buildings. We're going to obviously see how many of these we can get into. Any of the ones that come across that are darker, feel like they've got a more ominous, eerie vibe. We're doing paranormal investigation, guys. Another one here between the trees, guys. As you can see, it's looking a lot darker in that one, so I think we're going to have a little wander in that one. As you can see, Jake's just taking photos. Should we have a little wander inside? Hey, should we have a little wander inside?
Should we investigate?
Well, I don't think we're going to be able to go through all the buildings, as you said. There is actually a lot more here than what we thought there was going to be.
Can't get up that way.
Yeah, you definitely can't get up that way. Look at the stairs broken off. Dangerous. But then you've got rubble to get over here. Oh, it's really dark in this part. Jake's just gone for one in another direction and I've gone off in a different one. Oh, them stairs don't look safe either. Definitely won't be going up them. Corridor, another one. Just corridor after corridor. This place is huge. Oh, it gets blighter again. Yeah? Looks like they've started paint off there. I went through the dark into the light.
Oh, where do you want to set up?
In that big hall area.
In that big hall?
Yeah.
Not in one of the other. Are there any soldiers here at this RAF base? Any fallen soldiers?
So we've got the tattoo just over there, guys, and then we've put the flux 2 just in the doorway.
If there's anything here, can you communicate with myself and Candy? Can you say hello to us? Thank you. Is that you saying that you're here? Or are you walking about? It's a weird feeling here, guys. We've been to a couple of buildings so far. We've explored a little bit. will be here for a little while.
Well, there's quite a lot of buildings to do, isn't there? So we're going to hopefully
Thank
do a
you again.
couple.
Yeah, there's a fair few buildings, so we're going to pick a few rooms in each building and see if we pick anything up.
I'm hoping that it's not the wind that's... oh, it's gone red and green.
It's definitely not a wind.
Well, it's not even blowing in the building now, is it?
That's the first time I've seen that do that.
Yeah, both sides. Thank you.
Are there multiple spirits here with us?
As you guys can see, it's actually gone red as well.
Oh, and again both.
It's like it's malfunctioning over there.
Are you playing with our device, are you? Do you play with our device?
I've never seen it do all that.
No, not bad. It's funny though, because the tattoo ain't going off and you would expect that one too. Or... I've got 2 cat pools down here for you. So just wait for them to set up, guys.
Although I did say to you, we don't want them.
Yeah, I know, we weren't going to use them, but the flux 2 is going off left and right, so my theory is, if I put a cat ball on either side of the flux 2, hopefully one of the cat balls on one side will go off. Hopefully. What do you feel about this place now?
I feel that it's a shame that it's a little bit windy today, because obviously you can't hear the taps and bangs, but some areas of the buildings give off an ominous feeling compared to what some of the others do. But I don't know whether that's because of the way the light reflects in it.
Possibly. How do you feel in this place? You wanted to come in here, so how do you feel in this place?
This part I feel alright in. But obviously it's nice to start off somewhere which has got a bit more space to move and stuff like that to start off with.
If there's any spirits here with me and myself and Candy, can you do that again for me? Can you play with that device? There's a couple of new ones down there as well. You can play with them.
I'm just going to say, I don't think that was the wind, because it's still windy now.
And it's not going off.
And nothing's happening.
Yeah, you're right.
And for both sides to go off and for it to look like it's about to malfunction is the first time I've ever seen it do that.
I've never seen that happen. The whole time I've been... Sorry, that was me, guys. The whole time that I've seen, like, you know, we've been using the flux and everything else, it either goes green or red, it doesn't do both. Like you say, unless it's malfunctioning. But I don't think so, because it's fine. Like, if it's malfunctioning, it will carry on. We've got 2 balls on the floor. As I said before, if there's any soldiers here, can you play with them devices? They won't harm you.
There's a little bit of rubble about on the floor. Maybe you could pick one up and throw it so we can hear it throw. Hit it against something. Have you got enough energy to do so?
Heat.
How the hell is that a heat source?
It's freezing. It's freezing outside. A cold
Thank you
breeze.
for doing that for us. Now we know this particular RAF base dates back to World War I. Are there any soldiers that far back here still today?
That's strange as well, because just like at the cottage, the windows were open, there's no windows here, right? And it's windy, which means obviously you would expect that to go blue, colder.
Is that your foot that made that noise?
Yeah, it's glass on it.
Okay.
So you'd expect it to go blue, because the wind is colder, isn't it? But that went back, which means it's warmer. Spirits, if you're still here with us, can you do that again for me?
Maybe you could trigger one of the cat balls. They're just in front of that flux 2 in the doorway.
Another weird thing is they haven't gone off. If it was the wind that sets them off, they haven't gone off. Come on, come scare me and Candy. Do you think you could scare us?
Do you want to take this for a second, just so I can get the EVP out?
If you think you can scare myself and Candy, please come into this room.
Although I must say, Jake's the easier one to scare out the two of us. There's no way really I can place this down here, is there? That's too low. I'll just have to hold it steady. If there are any spirits here, anyone who wishes to communicate at all, please come forward. Speak into the device in my hand for me. Could you tell us if you was a soldier, either back in World War I or World War II? Could you even tell us what your role would have been?
Thank you.
Could you maybe tell us how you passed? If your soul still resides here, what is your unfinished business? The building we're standing in now, maybe you could tell us what it was used for.
Do you like us being here?
Right, let's look.
If there are any spirits here, anyone who wishes to communicate at all, please come forward. Speak into the device in my hand for me. Could you tell us if you was a soldier, either back in World War I or World War II? Could you even tell us what your role would have been? Thank you. Could you maybe tell us how you passed? If your soul still resides here, what is your unfinished business? The building we're standing in now, maybe you could tell us what it was used for. These glass theatre.
That last part, you can scrap that because obviously as I move it to stop it, it does make a little scruffy sound.
I
Just
think
to
we
keep
should
that
stand
away.
over by the bit that keeps going red. Do another one. Maybe stand around here.
Tell you what, my legs hurting. That walking from the first one.
Right.
If there were any soldiers here, could you tell me what your role was? Could you tell me if you were male or female?
What did you enjoy flying? Are you with us?
Could you tell us your age, maybe?
What was the war like?
I bet it was scary, wasn't it? Did you keep any prisoners here?
What was your ranking?
No equipment went off that time at all.
Is there any soldiers here? Could you tell me what your role was? Could you tell me if you were male or female? What did you enjoy playing? Are you with us? Could you tell us your age, maybe? What was the war like? I bet it was scary, wasn't it?
Useless again.
Did you keep any prisoners here? What was your ranking?
Here's where I'll switch yourself off then. How weird's that? Since we came over this part, other than that heat source, none of that's gone off at all. Because when we were standing over there, the flux went
It
up
did, yeah.
a couple of times.
No cat balls. I'll pass this back to you.
No, they've been as steady as anything, haven't they?
We're going to move on to a different section of the building, and then we'll go to a different building. Still working. Definitely still working.
Yeah, both of them are, aren't they? Oh, I didn't walk through this part first. Have you done?
I want that as a tower. Oh no, I've already got an eye, but
Oh, that's quite cool, isn't it?
yeah, I've already got an eye, but I think that looks good for this tower.
Although it's awful that these places got graffiti, that is cool. Not gonna lie. This place is just so big. So where does it just go in? Around one big circle?
I have no idea. There must be a staircase. Oh, look.
Yeah, the one you can't get up. What's
Take a
that?
photo. Flammable liquid barrel.
I wonder if that was from the water. Oh, and then it just goes to outside, so not much left there, guys.
Oh, okay, that's that. Right, guys, so I'm going to take you up some stairs. And look, I can't go any further. Yep, I literally can't get to the top. But I was going to try and get up onto that roof bit there. Or inside the second part, yeah. And it does look pretty cool up there, I'm not going to lie.
So guys, just coming out of that building, they're almost stripped over with some barbed wire. So. And round the back here, oh, that's glass, guys. So there are more buildings. As I said, this place is quite big still. But there is a lot of it, obviously, where the workers have started demolishing it.
Yeah, sadly this place won't be here much longer.
So we've got that little building there. Oh, sorry guys about the sunshine.
Aye.
Small little building there, hidden in the trees. Wonder if we can get in that one.
Yeah, I want to go do the one with the chimney.
Yeah, we will do that one, because I'm interested in that one as well. We've managed to find a way into the building we wanted to go in. Darker again in this one, isn't it? Cabinets. Yes. The outside one looks sturdier, didn't they?
Taddy read there, didn't it?
Yeah, it's very dark there. Oh no, that corridor does. Definitely got a vibe down that
And
corridor.
this just goes into a nice bright room. Be good to get it on video because I can't get photos of it.
Is it me or does it seem a lot more calm, like wind-wise, calmer and more peaceful? Seems a lot quieter, doesn't it?
This is interesting. Only when they killed the last three. Sorry, will they release, they can't eat.
Realise. I can't believe how much more quieter and calmer it is in here.
It's too light, I reckon, for an investigation in here.
Maybe go through towards the front where it was a bit darker.
Yeah, maybe that eerie corridor you said.
Oh, definitely that corridor.
Okay. Got a few bits here. Should we stand here and watch the devices or should we go into the corridor?
No, leave the devices in. It shows that we're nowhere near them as well.
Okay, cool.
So guys, as you can see, Jake's just set up. We've got 2 cat balls down there.
And there was a tap there.
Yeah, I heard that as well. We've got the Tad 2 and we've got the Flux 2.
Interesting that we hear a tap because we haven't heard a tap the whole time. Well, if there's any spirits in here, down that corridor, we've got a number of devices down there. Can you set them off? Can you set any of the devices off for me?
Are there any spirits who wish to come
Another
forward?
tap there.
Maybe if you don't want to play with one of our devices, maybe you could show yourself.
Now guys, it is windy, so them taps could be the wind bashing something against something else.
Oh, cold spot. That's just
Okay.
gone off. How weird's that? Because the other place it was going red.
It was, yeah. If it's not the wind and it's a spirit, can you knock for me now?
The wind doesn't set that off.
No, not that. I mean knock. The tap. Thank you. At the same time as the device, okay, I'm more likely to believe that one because the device went off at the same time.
Did you hear that?
What a voice.
A woman's voice. Did you hear it? That's gone cold again as well.
Hopefully it's not military.
This place isn't in operation.
No, but
I don't think this place has been in operation since like 1980. Obviously we will put the history into the video. There was another tap back there then.
Are you here with us? That was loud.
That was like a proper bang, wasn't it?
Please tell me you were recording that.
I was recording. I really hope we caught that. Where did it come from?
Behind me.
There's nothing in that room though. It's all blacked out and burnt.
That's where it came from.
No, that's just a wall part. And then it's all burnt out.
That was a deep boom.
You literally cannot get in that. Are we not alone?
Who's with us?
Yeah.
That goes down.
Goes down.
Down.
Where are we looking?
Down there.
Oh, gosh, that's dark, isn't it?
I do not have my torch. Actually, I do. Yes, I do.
That is dark in here. On that it says trapdoor.
Maybe people have actually wrote on it for safety reasons. People exploring this.
Could possibly be. You showing torch? Do you reckon them stairs are sturdy?
Do you want me to go down there?
Yeah, please.
Okay, I'm going to go down the steps, guys.
Just in case they're not, I don't fancy hurting myself.
I have no idea what I'm walking into. Oh, wow. Completely flooded down there.
Oh, really?
Up to the second step.
So you can't go in there?
Someone's put a door there on a tyre, so you can, to a certain point. But there's a door floating.
What if that was a noise that we heard?
Maybe.
What's the vibe down there?
Freaky.
Does it feel really eerie?
Really fucking freaky. Come down here with the thing. I'll give you the torch. Don't drop the torch.
Back, wasn't it? Keep hold of that.
Yeah, don't drop the torch though, because otherwise you'll lose it.
I don't really want to touch from this.
You can step on the door, but you got to be careful if you do.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to do that.
Maybe just duck down and then you can have a look in there.
I won't, if I get on that door, I won't be coming back up, will I? Oh, yeah, it's proper flooded.
Yeah, look, duck and look.
Oh, it's very low ceiling as well, isn't it?
Yeah, so just left there's another blue door floating.
Oh, yeah, I can see
And it goes
that.
all the way back.
What an eerie vibe.
So, I do think that was the noise we heard. Possibly.
It sounds like it could be, doesn't it? Exactly that.
But there's nothing down there. There's nothing down there to make that noise. Right, Candy's going to walk down in the middle of the corridor,
Well,
roughly where that
that's
device
what's
just went off, and do an EVP by herself.
If you are here with us now, could you tell me whether it was you that set the device off for me? Could you maybe tell us what this building was used for? We heard a big bang not long ago. Was it you trying to get our attention? Is that you playing with the device now? If so, could you tell us if you was a soldier? Maybe an RAF pilot? Maybe you were one of the female workers, helping out with the nursing in the hospital, bandaging the soldiers up. I was going to come down to you.
She's not here with us now. She did tell me whether it was you that set the device up for me.
That's like a fucking laugh.
I think that's the
Did you
door.
know tell us what this building was used for?
No, but before the dog, it sounded like ha ha ha.
You heard a big bang not long ago. Was it you trying to get our attention? It's like you playing with the device now. Just said, did you tell us if you was a soldier? Maybe an RAF pilot. Maybe you were one of the female workers, helping out with the nurses in the hospital, bandaging the soldiers up.
That's where I moved it.
I know.
I definitely think there's something from there that time. It'd be really
Yeah,
interesting to listen to that was everything.
I definitely think there was something. But you know what they say? You know what they say, don't you?
What?
Where there's water, bit of energy in it.
It is yeah. It is a source of what they can use, isn't it? But no, there was definitely some taps, and there was definitely that bang, and there was definitely something on the AVP.
That's me crunkling. Right, so guys, this is the tower, just coming through the door, yeah, and this is a ladder, what goes, basically, yeah, floor, all the way up there. Yeah, I'm not climbing that, but yeah, all the way up there. And I don't know whether that's unsafe, so definitely not gonna climb that. Candy's around here, and we'll just show you around in here, and then yeah, we'll show you around in here, and then move on. No, you can't get into the building through the bit that goes up. That way is completely blocked off, guys, as you can see. So we had to go a long way around. Right.
So all that noise that we heard when we were out there has got to be them pigeons like that and that about part.
I don't know.
Now we've just come into another building, one with quite a grand entrance actually for what it is. But
This is one of the larger buildings, isn't it?
must have been a place where they kept maybe food. Wash basins maybe?
Yeah, maybe.
Food preparation.
But yeah, this is definitely, I reckon, one of, or probably the main building.
Yeah, it's very dangerous though, this one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like a lot more rubble and...
We'll do what we can do for you guys. Luckily, it's a good job I put my boots on for this, isn't it?
Yes.
Nothing's down here.
Very open space, that one, isn't it?
To the
Yeah.
other end. Oh wait, what's that sign on the door?
What
Does that
sign?
say exit? Nope, there's nothing. It does look like one of them exit signs still.
Or maybe it could have been an entry sign, you don't know. One end could be an entry, one sign could be exit.
Yeah, maybe. I think that would have been.
Well, I'm not sure. It's got markings underneath as well. A lot of interest here, isn't there?
Definitely a good
lot of
explorer
interest.
slash paranormal. We've heard little bits, haven't we? It'll be interesting to see what
Yeah.
this place is like after dark. We'll have to come back here again when it's dark. Because I reckon this place would have a really fucking bad vibe of the night time.
There's more shelving area. Definitely think it's got to be where they kept their food sources. No.
Shelving there. Oh, this is definitely a bathroom.
Making enough noise. Oh, you can see that's the shower basin area, can't you? Are there any spirits here with us in this corridor? If so, please come forward and talk with us. I have a device in my hand.
Was this the main building? Do you like us here?
Do any soldiers still remain?
What was this place for? There's a tap down there.
Are you a male or are you a female?
Do you roam these hallways of a night or a day?
Was you a pilot? Or if not, what was your ranking? It's hard to tell whether there's actual shuffling or whether it's nature.
Are there any spirits here with us in this corridor?
Sounded like a yes.
If so, please come forward and talk with us. I have a device in my hand. Was this the main building? Do you like us here? Do any soldiers still remain? What was this place for? Are you a male or are you a female? Do you roam these hallways of a night or day? Was you a pilot? Or if not, what was your ranking?
That was me moving my hand at the end of that. I don't know why I've done that.
Right, so guys, I'm going to quickly just show you upstairs here. I don't know what's up here. I'm just going to show you what's up here, if anything. Just long, eerie corridors. Just going to show you a little bit of up here. What a lovely pink room. I think that must have been the girls' quarters. That something just walked straight through me. Huh? I went freezing up there. It's like something walked right through me.
It's almost like you're running away from it.
Yeah, and then funny enough it says run on the wall. Okay, so there's Candy. And I just got up using that brick. Yeah, so I'm just going to explore this a little bit. Have a look around. And then we are going to go to the front where we started off. And then that'll be it, guys. So, if you're not already bored of watching us walking around this ginormous place, obviously, yeah. That's a bit weird. Find one of them there. Definitely adds to the whole eeriness. Lots of rubbish in that one. It looks like youths have come in here, set up a skateboard ramp. Not a surprise, to be fair. This place is pretty hidden. I can't get up there. I'd love to, but so to the front of the base, military base we go.
So guys, as you can see, we've just walked back from that way on the main pathway. Just come to a clearing. It looks like they've already started demolishing this end. Huge mounds, we can see fencing, which looks like they've started to do all their work. You've got more fencing back that way. Some around here.
So yeah, there's
but we're gonna walk down this little pathway here. Gonna explore, well not explore because we explored it earlier. We're gonna try and investigate because it was one of the area rooms that we did find, wasn't it?
Yeah, right at the beginning.
So yeah, we're gonna go back to that one and see if we can get anything. Right, so guys, we've come back to the very first one of the very first buildings we came into, because we said that there was a particular room that was really dark and eerie. Don't know whether it's because it looks like it's been burnt out or just because there's barely any windows in it, but it definitely had that vibe, didn't it? As you can see, we've got the flux there, tattoo, cat ball here, and there is one over there, I believe. Are there any spirits here who wish to communicate? We've got a few bits of equipment out. Could you play with it? If not, maybe you can knock or maybe tap. Or even better, let us hear your footsteps. Really calm again, isn't it?
If there's anyone here, any spirits at all, please set one of the devices off.
That's my foot, sorry.
As Candy says, there's quite a few devices here. We have 2 balls that you can push or tap. We give you permission. We have a temperature device, so you can go near that and affect the device. Or we have one up there, and that'll tell us what side of the room you're on.
What was that?
Was that you?
That was a loud tap, wasn't it? Nothing back there. It definitely sounded like it came from back there, didn't it?
Are we just talking to an empty room here?
It was well way back there. It sounded like you could hear footsteps. That's car tyres. I honestly thought this room would have delivered.
Let's try down here. We'll have the torch.
Oh, that went right on my face as well then. Jesus. Woo. Blinding.
Did you hear her?
There's another dark room in it. Although it does echo a little bit. Oh, that's just setting itself up. That's what that noise was. And so is that.
So spirits, we've come into a different room. This one says, can you hear her on the wall? Can you tell us if you're a female spirit? Set that device off now. So guys, we might have company. Don't think that's a spirit.
As long as they're not locking the gates.
There's spirits here that can set off the device. Feels really warm here.
I feel like I had a bit of an eerie vibe earlier.
What, and now the vibe's gone? I agree. I feel like earlier it was more.
Definitely doesn't want to seem to do anything though, does it?
Can you please do something? Can you please set one of our devices up? Show us that you exist. Show us that you're here. Thank you. And again, very weird because it's red and
Yeah.
there's cold breeze coming in. Thank you. So if I have your attention, can you do it again for me? That same device. As you know, it won't hurt if you just did it. Can you do that again for me? Myself and Candy won't hurt you. We're not here to hurt. Thank you.
It's been cold this time.
We're not here to hurt you. Don't want to let go of it now. Actually, doesn't.
No.
Thank you.
Can you let go of it? Please. Thank you.
I believe that you're here with us now. Can you heat the room up a bit? Can you make it go red again for me? You made it go red. You made it go blue. Can you do what you did the first time? My partner Candy's going to come in here with you. I'm going to have Candy ask you some questions.
Could you tell us who just set the device off? Are you a female? Or a male? Did you work in these barracks back in World War One? Or World War Two? Was you afraid?
I hope the camera picked that up. That was a ban. Thank you if that was your spirit.
I hope that didn't pick up. That was loud. That was when I moved it at the end. I'm not sure there was anything on there, but there's like so much bird whistling, isn't there?
Okay guys, so I hope you've enjoyed the explore slash paranormal investigation here at RAF Upwood. It has been a very big explore, and both me and Candy are now quite tired. We've been walking quite a bit. So we hope you've enjoyed this video. If you can please like, comment and subscribe. Subscribe to the channel and you don't miss anything. And please, until the next time, be safe and take care.